just as in the absence of illness, there is no medicine. This is why a sutra says, without the dharmas of worldly people, there are no dharmas of the saints. The true nature of the dharmas of worldly people, that is the dharmas of the saints. Moreover, saints do not seize any characteristic in dharmas and do not become attached to them. That is why the dharmas of the saints are really true. By contrast, worldly people seize characteristics in dharmas and are attached to them. That is why the dharmas of worldly people are false. Although the saints use empty dharmas, they do not seize any characteristics in them, and if they do not see as any characteristics, it is because these dharmas are without determinate characteristics. Thus there is no objection to be removed. In the stages of the worldly people, one is attached to the dharmas and makes distinctions between what is worldly dharma and what is saintly dharma. In the stages of the saints, one does not make any distinctions, and it is only in order to destroy the sicknesses of beings that one says that such and such a thing is false and such another thing is true. Thus it is said, the word of the Buddha is neither false nor true, neither bondage nor deliverance, neither sameness nor difference. This is why it is free of imagination and pure like space. Finally, if dharmas were not entirely empty, it could not be said, absence of idle chatter is appropriate for the saints. Neither could one say, indifference, detachment and groundlessness, emptiness, signlessness and wishlessness are the true teaching. 4. Emptiness itself is empty. Question. If the emptiness of all dharmas is true, why do you say that it is not? Answer. Supposing there were dharmas into which it could penetrate, this emptiness of all dharmas would destroy them, but since there is no dharma, the problem does not exist. 5. In the Tripitaka, the Buddha taught the emptiness of beings and the emptiness of dharmas. Question. If the emptiness of all dharmas is really true, why did the Buddha, in the Tripitaka, speak especially of impermanent, painful, empty dharmas without self? Paramarthasunyatasutra. See the sutra where the Buddha says to the bhiksus, I will explain to you the discourse of the Dharma called Te Kong. What is this? Paramarthasunyata, absolute emptiness. The I, when it is born, does not come from anywhere. When it perishes, it does not go anywhere. There is only action and retribution of action. The agent does not exist. It is the same for the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body and the mind. Here, to affirm that by arising the dharmas come from nowhere and by perishing they go nowhere is to say that there are no eternal dharmas and that they are impermanent. There is only action in the retribution of action, but the agent does not exist. In the sravaka system, that is absolute emptiness. Why are you telling us about an emptiness of all dharmas? Answer. 1. The self is the root of all the passions. First, one is attached to the 5 aggregates as if they were the self. Then, one is attached to outer things as if they were mine. Tied by the mind, one produces love and hatred, and as a result of this love and hatred, one carries out actions. When the Buddha says in the Paramarthasunyatasutra cited above that the agent does not exist, he destroys the Atman in every dharma. When he says, the I, at the moment when it arises, does not come from anywhere and, at the moment when it perishes, it goes nowhere, he is affirming the impermanence of the I, etc. But that which is impermanent is suffering, and that which is suffering is without me and mine. The me and the mine not existing, the mind is not attached to any dharma, and the mind, not being attached to any dharma, no longer gives rise to any fetter. Since it does not give rise to any fetters, what is the good of preaching emptiness? This is why, in the Tripitaka, the Buddha above all speaks of impermanence, suffering, emptiness and non-self, but speaks much less of the emptiness of all dharmas. 2. However, some beings, even though they hear the Buddha talking about impermanence, suffering, emptiness and non-self, continue to chatter uselessly about dharmas. To these people, the Buddha preaches the emptiness of things. If there is no self, neither is there any mine, and this absence of me and mine leads into the doctrine of emptiness. 6. The non-self leads logically to emptiness of dharmas. Question. Then why does the Buddha say in the Paramarthasunyatasutra cited above, there is action and there is retribution of action? This action and this retribution of action are not empty. Answer. 1. The Buddha's sermon is twofold. 1. He is preaching the non-self. 2. He is preaching the non-dharma. To those who believe in an eternal Atman, he says that the agent does not exist. To those who are attached to the view of nihilism, he says that there is action and the retribution of action. If a person hears it said that the agent does not exist, he ends up by falling into the view of nihilism, and it is for him that the Buddha says that there is action and retribution of action. Actually, the 5 aggregates of the present existence carry out actions but do not go into the future lifetime. As a result of the 5 skandhas of the present lifetime, there arises a new series of 5 skandhas which itself undergoes the retribution of actions. This is why the Buddha says that one suffers the retribution of actions. Thus, the mother and the baby, although their bodies are different, constitute a causal series. Also, when the mother takes a medicine, her sick baby is cured. In the same way, although the 5 skandhas of the present lifetime and the 5 skandhas of the future lifetime are different, between them there is a continuity having as cause and condition the sinful or meritorious actions of the present lifetime. Although as a result of the 5 aggregates of the present lifetime, one takes on the 5 aggregates of the next lifetime as retribution. 2. Moreover, there are people who, looking for the nature of things, are attached to one single thing. Existence, non-existence, the eternal, impermanent, etc. Attached to this one thing, they have love for their own system and hatred for others' systems. Then they commit evil actions. It is for these people that the Buddha preaches the emptiness of all dharmas, for no system is possible.